All right, today we are jumping into a big one. We're putting two heavyweights of the SEO world head-to-head, SE Ranking versus Ahrefs. The goal here is pretty simple. We're going to break down what each one does best so you can figure out which tool is the right one for you. Let's get into it.
You know that feeling when you start looking for SEO software and you're just drowning in options? Yeah, if you've ever felt that, you are definitely not alone. The market is just packed, and picking the right tool can feel like this huge, overwhelming task.
But hey, don't worry. That's exactly why we're here. We're going to slice through the noise and give you a really clear side-by-side look at these two powerhouses. By the end, you'll have a much better idea of what fits your strategy, and just as importantly, your budget. Okay, so first things first, let's properly introduce our two contenders. They're both major players in the SEO game for sure, but they come at it from slightly different angles and have really built their reputations on different core strengths. So in one corner, you've got Ahrefs. They've been around since 2011. You can think of them as the established veteran, the powerhouse, famous for its absolutely killer data, especially when it comes to backlink analysis. And in the other corner, we have SE Ranking. They came along just a couple years later in 2013. They're the versatile challenger, and they're gaining ground fast because they pack a ton of features into one toolkit and offer some serious value for the money. All right, ding ding, let's kick off round one, keyword research. This is, the absolute foundation of any solid SEO strategy. So how do these two stack up when it comes to finding those all-important search terms?
Well, what's really interesting when you look at this is that while both tools are fantastic, they have pretty different philosophies here. It's not just about who has the bigger database of keywords, it's about what kind of data they really focus on giving you.
SEO Ranking's big advantage is breadth. I mean, it's got a massive database, over 2 billion queries, and it pulls that data from Google, Bing, Yahoo, even Yandex. But the real game changer here is the deep integration of pay-per-click data. If you're running paid campaigns alongside your organic SEO, having that all in one place is, frankly, a huge deal. Now, Ahrefs goes a different route. It's all about pure, unadulterated, organic SEO power. Its Keywords Explorer tool is legendary for a reason. It spits out tons of fantastic keyword ideas, and the data on search volume and difficulty is incredibly accurate. But, and this is a big but, the source material is very clear. You get almost no PPC data with it. Okay, on to round two, backlink analysis. Now, for a lot of SEO professionals, this is the main event. This is the feature where one of these tools basically built its entire empire. And this table really sets the stage. We're looking at the size of their link index, the power of their analysis tools, and there's just no way around it. This is Ahrefs' home turf.
The source material doesn't pull any punches on this one. I'm just going to read the quote directly. In the realm of backlink analysis, Ahrefs outshines SEO Ranking. Ahrefs maintains its reputation as a powerhouse. It really doesn't get much clearer than that, does it?
So, the verdict for this round? It's a clean, decisive win for Ahrefs. Between its ginormous link index and the incredible power of its Site Explorer tool, if your main job is deep surgical link analysis, Ahrefs is the undisputed champ. But wait, the fight is not over. Let's dive into round three, technical SEO audits. This is all about checking the health of your own website. Finding and squashing all those little hidden errors that could be dragging you down.
And what do you know? The tables completely turn here. The source material describes SE Ranking's audit as meticulous and comprehensive. It's designed to dig deep and uncover every little problem. Ahrefs' tool, on the other hand, is seen as good for a basic checkup, finding the big, obvious issues. But it might not give you that complete, granular picture.
And once again, the source gives us a knockout line. It says, flat out, when it comes to SEO audits, SE Ranking clearly takes the lead over Ahrefs. This really shows you just how different the core focus of these two platforms is.
So for round three, SE Ranking takes the belt, no question. If your number one priority is a deep, thorough technical health check that finds everything and helps you prioritize the fixes, SE Ranking is absolutely the tool for the job.
And now, we've arrived at the final round. And for a lot of us, this is the most important one, the price tag. Because, let's be real,
All the best features in the world don't mean a thing if the tool doesn't fit your budget.
Well, the numbers here really do speak for themselves. SE Ranking Starter Plan comes in at just $39 a month. Ahrefs, theirs starts at $99. And you see that same pattern all the way up. The mid-tier for SE Ranking is $89. For Ahrefs, it's $179. At every single level, there is a pretty significant price difference.
I mean, just look at this bar chart. It puts that starting price into stark perspective. $39 versus $99. SE Ranking's entry point is less than half of Ahrefs. If you're a small business, a freelancer, or a blogger just starting out, that difference is absolutely massive.
So, we've gone through the rounds, we've seen the strengths and weaknesses. How in the world do you actually pick your champion? Well, remember, it's not about which tool is the best overall. It's about which tool is the best for you.
Here's a super simple way to think about it. Step 1, figure out your #1 priority. Is it backlinks? Is it technical audits? Is it keyword data for PPC? Step 2, be realistic about your budget. And step 3, just match the tool's core strength to your need and your budget. It's that simple.
So really, it all boils down to this. You should probably choose SE Ranking if your priorities are deep site audits, you need that integrated PPC data, and budget is a major factor. But you should go with Ahrefs if your top #1 non-negotiable priority is world-class, deep backlink analysis, and the higher cost isn't a deal breaker for you.
And that really just leaves one final question for you to chew on. When you really think about the work you do every day, what is the one SEO feature that you absolutely cannot live without? Your answer to that single question will probably tell you exactly which one of these champions belongs in your corner.